Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the topic of bone ossification test. So recently in Maharashtra, that is in Mumbai, a politician has been shot dead, and one of the accused in the murder case is a person who has projected himself that he is 17 years of age, but the police, when they filed a case, has said that the person is 19 years of age, and in this case the court has said that the person needs to go through a bone ossification test. And in the end, the report which came, it shows that the person was more than 17 years of age, that is, the person is not a minor. So in this case, what becomes important to know is what is bone ossification test and why is it used. So first of all, about the timeline, first we will be looking at the news, then what is bone ossification test, then it is an age determinant for the people, what is its significance, amendment to the Juvenile Justice Act of 2021, and in the end prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is Acts. So the news talks about ordered in Baba Siddiqui murder case, how bone ossification test works, its application in law. As we move forward, Drishti IAS has come up with the IAS GS Foundation course for both prelims and mains, and it is in offline mode English medium. So the batches are starting in Indore 13th of November 3:30 p.m. Then comes Lucknow 16th of October. Then comes Karol Bagh, Delhi, 17th of October. If you have any doubt, give us a call at 8010440440. So what is happening is, as I just in the starting I told you about the scenario which has happened. So one of the accused in the murder of former Maharashtra MLA Baba Siddiqui has claimed before a court in Mumbai that he was 17 years old and he should be tried under the Juvenile Justice Act, and he should not be tried as an adult because he is 17 years of age. But the police has said that the Aadhaar card showed the age of the person as 19 years. So in the end, what happened was that to determine whether the accused was a minor or not, and when we say minor, it means below the age of 18, below the age of 18. So the magistrate has ordered a bone ossification test. And when the report of the bone ossification test came, it shows that the accused was not a minor. It means that the accused was above the age of 18 years. Now, what is bone ossification test? As the name itself is telling, that it is a test which is related to the bone of a person. So, to determine the age of a person, the bone ossification test can be done. So this test works on the basis of an X-ray, and on the basis of those X-rays, the bones of a person is studied, and the bones of a person tells about the range in which the person's age will be determined. So what happens in this bone ossification test, as the word ossification is natural process of bone formation. So the ossification word meaning is natural process of bone formation, and the extent of ossification depends on, first of all, calcification, that is the calcium present, and then the union of epiphysis, that is rounded end of a long bone in bones. So the extent of ossification, that is the process of bone formation, it depends on two things, that is calcification, that is calcium formation, and then epiphysis, that is rounded end of a long bone. Then it starts from early developmental stage of the fetus and continues until the late adolescence. So what happens is that when a person starts to grow, since from early age, and like from fetus to till the time a person becomes adolescence, so the person, as the person grows, the bones also grow with it. So bones are considered to be the good metrics of determining the age of a person. Then the bone ossification test is based on the stage of development of the bones. Expert can determine the approximate age of the person on the basis of calcification and epiphysics. Then in a bone ossification test, X-rays X-rays of a few bones are taken. And what are these bones? These bones are basically of hands and wrist. So basically the hands and the wrist bones are taken X-rays of and are conducted to determine skeletal and biological development of a person. Then the images may be compared with X-rays of standard development which can assist in determining the age. It means that first of all, the standard determination of age has already been taken. While taken into consideration many other factors and many other reports also, and when the bone ossification test of that one specific person is done, then that specific person's result is being compared with the standard process, and in this exact age is not being determined. Like for example, in case of juvenile, so the bracket would be 16 to 18. So basically the bracket is around for 2 years for age determination, and in this case basically what is taken is the upper age that is being determined by the test is being taken into consideration, and it depends on the judge. The judge can take the upper age also. In majority of the cases the upper age is taken, but the judge can go for some other options also, like for example the average of the bracket of the age group that is being shown, but majority of the times the upper age is taken. So this was about the bone ossification test. Now age determination significant in the criminal justice system. Now how bone ossification test is important with regard to the criminal justice system. Now what happens is, in India, if we talk about, then a person who is below 18 years of age is considered a minor. So anyone who is below 18 years of age is considered a minor, and anyone who is above 18 years of age will be considered as an adult. Now minor in India is dealt differently as compared to the adult. So the criminal law differentiates between a child and an adult when it comes to procedure, correction and rehabilitation and punishment also. So anyone below the age of 18 is governed by the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. So anyone who is a minor or who is below the age of 18 will not be dealt as adult and will be dealt as a juvenile or a minor and will come under the Juvenile Justice Act. Then a child who is found to be in conflict with the law cannot be sent to a prison meant for adults and is instead sent to an observation home. So if a person is considered as an adult, the person can be sent to jail or the person can be sent for higher punishments. But if a person is a juvenile, if a person is a minor, then the person will not be sent to the jail. The person will be sent to the observation home under the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. Then instead of a court, the child is brought before the Juvenile Justice Board. So if a person is adult, then the person will be going to the court for the case. But if a person is a minor or an adult, then the person will be going before the Juvenile Justice Board. And this Juvenile Justice Board will comprise of 1 magistrate and 2 social workers. And these social workers will have experience of dealing with the children. Then after an inquiry, the child will be let off with community service or a maximum of 3 years in a special home. So if a person will be considered as an adult or if a person is adult, then he will be given or he can be given maximum punishment of death also or life imprisonment also. But if a person is a child or is a minor or is a juvenile, then the person will be sent to the observation home or the community service will be done by the person, or the maximum of 3 years punishment can be given, and that too in a special home. The person will not be sent to jail. Now there was an amendment which was done to the Juvenile Justice Act in the year 2021, and here it was saying that the person till the time of Juvenile Justice Act 2015, a person was considered minor till the age of 18. But the Juvenile Justice Amendment Act of 2021, what it did was that the cases where a child above the age of 16 years has been apprehended for a heinous offence for which the minimum punishment is 7 years, or imprisonment. Then what happens is that if a person is between the age group of 16 to 18 commits a crime, and that crime has a minimum punishment of 7 years or imprisonment, and the person is well aware about what he is doing, and the person is well aware about the consequences of what he is doing, and if the person knows that what is the punishment of this, and if this gets proved, then the person will not be dealt as a minor, and this is between the age group of 16 to 18. Then the Juvenile Justice Board must conduct a preliminary assessment with regard to his mental and physical capacity to commit to such offence, ability to understand the consequences of the offence and circumstances in which he has committed the offence. Then before deciding whether the child should be tried as an adult or not. I'll again tell you, if the person is between 16 to 18 years of age and the person is well aware about what he is doing, the consequences of it, and he is in the good mental state that what he is doing, he is well aware of it, then the Juvenile Justice Board will decide that whether the person should be dealt as an adult or should be dealt as a minor. If the person is dealt as an adult, then he will be given punishment, and if the person is dealt as a minor, then the person will not be going to or will not be treated as an adult. So these are the Juvenile Justice Board can decide these that whether the person will be tried as an adult or as a juvenile based on few of the cases, that is whether the person is in good mental state or not, whether he is aware of the consequences or not, and whether he is aware that what he is doing is right or wrong. On the basis of this, the Juvenile Justice Board will see that between the age group of 16 to 18, the person who has committed the crime, should he be tried as a juvenile or an adult. Then section 94 of the Juvenile Justice Act, it says that where it is obvious based on the appearance that the said person is a child, the board can proceed without confirmation of age, but if there are reasonable ground for doubt, the board must undertake the process of age determination. If by looking at the case, the person comes to know that the person who has committed the crime is a child, then the bone ossification test or the age determination test need not be done. But if there is a doubt on the age, then the age determination test can be done. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Amendment Act 2021 allows for the trial of juveniles in the age group of 15 to 18 years, 16 to 18 years, 12 to 15 years or 15 to 17 years. We have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.